Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a really cool Jello dessert. What's really awesome about this is, you know how Jello has a transparency to it? Well, this one is going to have that layer of transparency, but on the top, it's going to have this little kind of like a milky, opaque kind of color to the top. So it looks layered, but you really didn't do anything extra special to it, but it looks really cool. So what you're gonna need is some whipping cream, your favorite colors of Jello. The more colors, the better, because then laying side by side, it looks like a beautiful rainbow. You're also gonna need some unflavored gelatin, and this unflavored gelatin is going to give your Jello an extra firmness to it so that it doesn't get all watered down and kind of melty if you take it to a party or anything like that. So we're going to be working today with blue, red, and yellow. I was thinking, do I say the color or do I say the flavor? Anyhow, so we're going to be using these three colors, and we're using the large box of Jello. So for each box of Jello, we are going to be putting 2 cups of boiling water and 2 teaspoons of the gelatin and approximately a 1/4 cup, maybe just a tad bit more, of heavy whipping cream. Okay, I'm starting with the blue color first. I'm just getting it all nice and getting that Jello powder nice and dissolved. And I'm also going to put 2 teaspoons of the unflavored gelatin in there. The most important thing is to make sure that everything dissolves really well, because if not, there's going to be a graininess to it, and that's not going to be palatable at all. I should have turned off my ceiling fan because I don't want to have powder flying everywhere. So there's 1 teaspoon. There's like a really tiny amount in each little packet. So there's 2 teaspoons. Okay, so you're gonna just want to continue this for each packet, and you just want to get everything really nice and incorporated. That's why it's really important to have really hot boiling water. So I'm going to finish mixing this up really well, and then when I'm done, I'm going to show you how it looks once we pour in the whipping cream. Okay, so I finished mixing the blue color all together, and if you can see, it's nice and blue. And I think I'm going to get the camera and hold it for this part, because I really want you to see how the cream mixes with the Jello, because the first time I made this, I was like, oh gosh, I think I messed up. I don't think this looks right. But the second time I made it, I was like, just follow the recipe, just like on Ratatouille. Follow the recipe. And when I did that, it came out perfect. I mean, it had the transparency and the opaque layer, and it was awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera and show you close up so you can see what it looks like. Because it almost looks like this flakiness, and you kind of might, well, what I did is I thought maybe it was curdling the cream, but it wasn't. It just was doing the separation of the fats, because water doesn't mix with the fat, so that's why the fat rises to the top. So let me go ahead and show you this. Okay, so here you see the blue one. Looks like a beautiful pool of blue water that you just want to jump into, and it smells so yummy. You want to drink it too. Anyways, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pour the cream inside. See how it kind of looks You just want to swirl it around, get it all mixed in as much as you can. See how it's like really separated? Don't be alarmed by that. That's the way it's supposed to look. Just mix it in really well. And don't worry, because this is not the way that it's going to stay. See how the blue underneath isn't transparent anymore? It's kind of like creamy looking. It's going to maintain its transparency once the cooling process is done in the fridge. Okay, so that's what this one is going to look like. I'm all done mixing the blue color. So this is what the blue one looks like, and I'm going to go ahead now and repeat the process that I did with the blue one with the yellow and the red. And I just really don't want to bore you guys to death, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you what they all look like right before I put them in the fridge. And because they're such shallow containers, they really won't take that long, so that's really awesome too. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I'm done with all three colors, and I'm gonna try and get really close so you can see how they look. There's like a flakiness, like the milk looks kind of flaky, I guess you could say. Definitely doesn't look like it's well incorporated, and that's where I tripped up the first time, because I was like, oh, this doesn't look right, but it is right, don't worry. See, so they're so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the fridge, and I'm going to show you the finished product when they have firmed up. Okay, so all the Jello is done. It's nice and firm. You can see the beautiful colors. And what I did is I got the little tin right here, and I cut it in half. I scored it all the way down, and then in half again, and in half again. And then I flipped it and did the same in half, in half, in half. Okay. Now, typically, if you're going to be having a party, you want to make smaller pieces, but this is for my family. So I went ahead and just cut some larger chunks. But let me get it in. Look at how cool it is. See, it's like a opaque yellow on the top, a creamy looking yellow, and then it still has its transparency in the bottom. And this one, that one's lemon. Really, really tasty. But I'm going to show you the colors side by side so you can see how pretty they look. Uh-oh, they're so jiggly. I didn't do an exactly precise cutting, but if you're having a party, of course you can take more time just to be more careful. But look at how awesome they look side by side. I just think that's so cool, and it looks like you did like a lot of work and all you did was add some extra cream. So anyways, that's the Jello recipe.